Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys another product that I was able to receive in the mail and share with you guys. And today I want to talk about a device by the company called Cowin. And what I'm going to show you today is a portable Bluetooth/Alexa-enabled speaker with a built-in battery, so you can take it on the go and move it from room to room as long as you're on your home network or have a network. In the event that you don't, you can use it on Bluetooth. And so this is it right here. This is called the Dida by a company called Cowin. And Cowin is a company that I reached out to a couple weeks ago and told them what I do on YouTube. And they were nice enough and generous enough to go ahead and sponsor this video and send me a couple different devices to go ahead and review. And you guys know my reviews are basically raw, uncut, and honest about the pros and cons of devices. And usually when I first do a review, I don't really have many cons about stuff because I haven't really had a lot of time to really get to know it and use the device. But this device, I'm going to talk about a few different things I've noticed, and which I can't really blame the device because I have been having a few network problems lately. Everything seems to be pretty good today, so I think I just might have had an IP conflict, which might have caused some of the issues in connectivity issues. But here it is here. Now, I'm not going to turn it on because it's pretty difficult for you to hear what this thing sounds like. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, tell you about some of the features, and tell you what I like about it, and what I think about it, and whether or not I think it's a good value for what you're getting. Now, in today's day and age, everybody is making Bluetooth/Alexa-enabled speakers, and this is no exception. So this is what it looks like here. It's all black. On the video, you're not really going to see too much. It looks very, very similar to the size and the styling of your Google Home, with the exception that it is only available in black. And of course, you do have a touch screen on top that's a little more involved than the Google, or a little more user-friendly, I say, than the Google Home. It's all gloss black on top. It's kind of got like a mirrored piano finish. I'm not sure if you can really see that. I know the lighting sucks in here. And you have your speaker grill around it, and you have kind of a 40, or I'd say probably I don't know, maybe it's about a 20-degree angle at the top. Now, one thing when I got this, I was kind of like, all right, what are they going to put as far as speakers in this? I'm pretty impressed with the speakers they put in this. They have 2 drivers and a rectangular passive radiator. And I've always been happy with, you can only get so much from a speaker this size. And I've always been very impressed with speakers that do have some sort of passive radiator. And what a passive radiator does, it simulates what a port would normally do on a speaker box. And what it allows is the back waves of the woofer to come out, normally in a tuned frequency. So, for instance, in my car, I've always been a fan of ported enclosures. Every time I've ever had a sealed enclosure, I'm never happy. And of those times just talking car audio here, that I've had a sealed box, I was just miserable with it until I finally said, and back in the day, just about car audio, back in the day, they were always trying to sell you multiple subs. So they said, oh, these subs work in really small enclosures, so you can buy more of them. Well, that's not the case. All speakers, within reason, sound better in a ported, tuned enclosure. And that's one thing that a lot of speakers in Bluetooth and these, Alexa or Google-enabled speakers don't have, unless you get something that's more of the higher-end stuff by like Harman Kardon or by, Harman Kardon's one of them that makes a really awesome speaker. I'm trying to get my hands on it, but it's probably not going to happen. It's something I may end up buying, but really, really cool looking. But it ought to be for the price. But this one here, like I said, has 2 side-firing drivers and, of course, a rectangular passive radiator in the front. And a passive radiator, again, it basically does what a port does. It allows the rear frequencies to be released from the enclosure in a tuned fashion where you get more output. The nice thing about a passive radiator as opposed to a port, you don't get any kind of port noise, so you don't hear any kind of whistling if you're hitting heavy bass. Now, something like this, it's not really. These aren't going to move so much that they're producing air. We're going to get any kind of port noise if this was ported. But the nice thing about passive radiator, you can use it in a very small enclosure. And that's what they've done with this device. They put it a very, very small plastic enclosure that is sealed. But with that passive radiator, it helps to give you a lot more bass output. So this is a pretty decent bassy speaker for what it is. I'm pretty impressed with the amount of bass that does come out of this. I've listened to some of the other speakers out there, and I'm always kind of disappointed with, some of them get loud, but I'm always disappointed how much bass they produce. And this is great because whenever you have a small speaker, they don't really produce a lot of bass, but with that passive radiator, it really does help. On top, you have a couple different modes, or a couple different buttons. You have your play or pause, volume down and up, your Alexa activation button, and of course your mode button, which will take you from Wi-Fi mode or Bluetooth mode, and of course your Wi-Fi button, which is when you're programming or connecting the device to your Wi-Fi network. On the back, you do have a power button, and this does have an auto power off, so in the event that you're not using it, if it is on, this light on the front will turn white. When it's on, it's connected to your network, and it's naturally on. When it's just plugged in and it's flashing red, it means it's charging. Battery life on this, I haven't tested it, but you have, I believe it's an 1800 mega amp battery. Let me just double check that. Sorry, 1500 mega amp battery, 15 watts of output power, and your output frequency is 80 kilohertz to 20,000 kilohertz. So 80 is pretty good for a speaker of this size. 80 decibel signal noise ratio. They don't mention the size of the drivers. They just say high quality drivers deliver full bodied sound. They're just full range drivers on each side. I'd probably say, and you can't really see in there, but I'd probably say based on the breakdown on their website showing you it's like a skeleton, I guess, cutout of what it looks like. And I stand corrected. It actually has looks like, based on their image, it looks like it has two passive radiators, one on the back and one on the front. So that's pretty cool. I'd probably say they're maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. So they are pretty small, but having those passive radiators will definitely help. That's about all they have on their website. On the back, you have your micro USB and your audio, looks like auxiliary inline. So you could actually hook this up to I guess a MP3 player or your phone or something. If it didn't have Bluetooth connectivity, you can still use it. Most things do nowadays. And that's really about it. Again, sound quality, I was pretty impressed with this. It sounded pretty darn good compared to some of the other speakers I've heard. And what's great about this is the price point. This can be had for $99. And for a speaker with twin passive radiators, twin drivers, Alexa enabled, and Bluetooth capability, and line in, you're getting quite a bit of speaker for your money. It feels substantial. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. And I love the fact that they put a battery in there. I've reviewed in the past the Google Loft by 97, which is a dock for the Google Home, so you can take that around your house, your backyard, and use it on battery power, provided you have network. But what's nice about this is something you could take on the road with you if you just want to use your cell phone with Bluetooth, even if you don't have a network connection. So it's got dual purpose, whereas like the other speakers I have, like the Amazon Echo, and the which also 97 makes a battery powered base for that as well, and gives it much better sound than the actual Echo Dot. Nonetheless, this could be had for the price of your Echo Dot and one of those devices, and you're getting the Bluetooth capability and of course Wi-Fi capability. Another great, and I'm not gonna, the box is, there's the box, all right? So it does come with your micro USB and your line in. However, it does not come with your wall charger, so you'll have to buy one or use one of your own. Again, I don't know what the battery runtime is on this, and I will test it at a later date and re-review it to see how much time I get out of it. But as far as right now, I'm very impressed with the speaker, and I definitely think it's definitely one, if you're in the market for a Bluetooth speaker / smart home speaker with Alexa to control your lights or whatnot, this is a great option for you. The only thing that this may dissuade people or may persuade people is that to activate Alexa, you have to press the button, the microphone button on top, and that will activate that, which is kind of nice if you're in an area like in my office here. I'm always mentioning her in my videos, and this is where I film a lot of my videos, so I always forget to mute her, and she's coming on during the video. And because mine are raw and uncut videos, and that's the way I like to film, this is nice, the fact that if I want to turn on the lights or ask Alexa to do something, I have to press the button to do so. As far as the app is concerned, this is something I really like about this device as well. Now, I'm not going to show you the app, but the Cowin app allows you to not only stream and control the device without actually asking it. So you can ask it to play Spotify or play your TuneIn or play the other music services that Alexa will allow you to play or is associated with. But what's cool about this is that you can actually do it right from your phone via the app. And what I like is not just the fact you can do the Spotify and those other things with it, but you can actually go into the app and you can stream music directly from your network attached storage or an attached computer. So for me, I have all my music, naturally in the cloud also on Google servers, but also I have it all on my network attached storage. So this is great. I can actually go right into the app, I could click the, let me tell you exactly what it is here. Just so I'm not giving you a bum steer here. Oh, well, let me go in here. I'm going to have to reset this up with my network, so I have to reset my network. But nonetheless, you can go in there and select your network and play stuff or play music directly from your network attached storage again or your computer, which is great because sometimes I don't know what I want to listen to and I want to actually cycle through and see what I have and then play it. So that allows you to do that through your Wi-Fi network. And there's a few other options in there as well, which I'll get to at a later date. But as far as the sound quality and the product itself, I'm very impressed with Cowin. I just reviewed their Bluetooth headphones, which are definitely a winner. These are the E7 noise canceling versions. You can get these through their website as well. And this speaker is no exception to that. I think it's a fantastic company, and I'm impressed with two of their products. And hopefully at a later date, maybe I can review more of their products as they come out with other different types of speakers or headphones or whatnot. But definitely a winner. If you have any questions about this device, don't hesitate to drop me a comment. If you want to make a purchase, please do it through my links. I'll put the best place to buy these, whether through eBay or Amazon or directly through the manufacturer where you can get the best deal. And remember, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day. Once again, Cowin, thank you for your generosity, and take care, guys.